going on, Jerome's. So, yes, playoff seeding will work out the way it works out. Will the Vikings be able to have an opportunity to chase down the Lions? It would be ideal. Buffalo one time. But the Vikings, they're 10-2, and they got 5 games left, and just win, baby, win, and everything else will shake out, right? And if season ended right, meow, the Vikings would indeed be the 5 seed. They'd be on the road against the Atlanta Falcons, who are currently leading the NFC South, but of course the Vikings play the Falcons on Sunday at historic U.S. Bank Stadium. Frankly, I think the Buccaneers win the NFC South for the 4th year in a row, but the Vikings right now would start off as a wild card, and yeah, you got the Packers at 6 taking on Seattle. You got the Commies and the Eagles. Ooh, that'd be fun. And then allegedly you have the Lions at 1, right? So everything will take care of itself, but the Vikings, interestingly enough, do have a couple of clinching scenarios to make sure that they are in the playoffs. Now, as of right now, this is on the upshot over at the New York Times. Now, they are 99% to make the playoffs. Now, blah, 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 2024 Twins, blah, blah, blah. All right. So the Vikings can certainly help things out a little bit. So Vikings beat the Falcons. Now they're over 99%, which is fantastic. And there are 3 games here. So you got the Bucks, you got the Cardinals, and you got the Rams. So they're the ones you're looking at. So right now, the Bucks are 6-6, pushing for the NFC South, but also technically could catch the Vikings for a wild card spot. Then same thing with the Cardinals, and same thing with the Rams. So that's where the Vikings are currently at. Basically, if one of these 6-6 teams fall off the map, and then the Vikings also play the 6-6 Falcons, that will take care of it. No muss, no fuss. So let's just futz it with the numbers. So say that the Raiders go on the road and beat the Buccaneers in the Battle of the Pirates, which probably unlikely, but let's say it happens. And I click. Go Raiders. It's your birthday. So still at over 99%. All right. And then you got the Seahawks and the Cardinals, and say that Seattle wins, and then they take full-on control in the NFC West, because you have the Cardinals who, if this happens, the Seahawks sweep the season series, still at over 99%. And now the coup de grace, got the Bills going from coast to coast, taking on the Rams out at SoFi, and say that Josh Allen and company get it done against the Rams, and then knocking down the 6-6 Rams to 6-7, and we are still stuck at 99. Wait, is there anything else that has to happen? I feel like this is it, isn't it? Hey, we did it. We did it. Look at that. Now, does any of this matter? Not particularly. It is only week 14, but it would be nice to just check that off the box. Playoff participant, hang the banner, right? And basically what it comes down to, yeah, you can try and rely on other teams and other people, but you can only rely on yourself. That's probably a good lesson for life. Your operation should not be hard to break. Pager duty. Pager duty? What does that mean? Because if you look at the Week 13 games, you can't really see here, but yeah, the Lions won, the Packers won because they got to play the Dolphins. Well, the Lions won because the Bears gave it away. The Packers won because they got to play the Dolphins in under 50 degrees, as well as the Eagles won because the Ravens were completely uninterested in this game. So all of the games that could help the Vikings win against them this week. So it's a good thing that the Vikings beat the Cardinals. But it doesn't really matter as long as you keep winning. Eventually, the Vikings will. Actually, hold on. So let's clear this off. All right, so Vikings beat the Falcons, absent any other factors, and then say that the Vikings week 15 Monday Night Football beat the Bears. Does that get them to 100%? There we go. All right, so either way, Vikings win 2 games. They are in no matter what. So, again, don't rely on other teams or other people. You can only rely on yourself and your word and your balls, or paraphrasing Scarface, something like that. But the Vikings can indeed clinch, which, I don't know, it's kind of fun, especially a team that everyone predicted to be at the bottom of the NFC North, and probably at the bottom of the NFC writ large. It is kind of nice to prove all the haters and the losers wrong. Plus, I love that Sam Darnold is doing that too. 100. That's right, man. Anyways, Vikings can clinch playoff spot week 14. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skol. Production value.